Hey gang, Connie Guy back here with another review of a product I just recently purchased off of eBay. It is the Sightmark Mini Shot Green Reflex sight. Now the model number is SM14011 for those who are interested, and you can review the product specifications at the Sightmark website, which is www.sightmark.com. Now the specifications, or some of it at least, appear on the side of the box, and you may not be able to see it from that angle. Suffice it to say, you can find the specifications online. Now this product should not be confused with another mini shot reflex sight, model number SM14011, I believe it is. Now I purchased this reflex sight for use on my Russian SKS, and for those of you who have an SKS, you all know how difficult it is to find a mounting system that won't mar the receiver or the gun or the rifle itself. So what I chose to do was to use a product I purchased from Midwest Industries. Shameless plug here. It's an MI, or Midwest Industries SKS mini dot mount, and this particular mount replaces the rear sight, as you can see here, and this mount is designed to work with the Burris Fastfire II, and as the website says, or clone. Now it doesn't tell you what a Burris Fastfire clone is, so it sort of leaves it up to you to figure that out. So I scoured the internet looking for a Burris Fastfire and a Burris Fastfire clone, and as those of you who know the product or are familiar with the product know that that product sells brand new for about $200. So I started looking around to see if there were any other products that met the specifications or were the same specifications as the Burris Fastfire, so that I could mount it to this Midwest Industries sight mount. Now, you probably already guessed, the bottom portion of the sight or reflex sight must mate perfectly with the surface of this Midwest Industry SKS mini dot mount. So it defies logic, but I ventured to purchase this product to see if it would fit. Now it defies logic because a logical person probably would have just simply picked up the phone and called Sightmark to ask them if their green mini shot reflex sight was in fact a clone and made it perfectly with a mount designed for a Burris Fastfire II. Anyhow, I'm happy to say that it does fit. It's a perfect match, and I'm here to show you what you can expect if you purchase a Sightmark Mini Shot Green Reflex sight. First of all, it comes in a nice box with some labels, some information appearing clearly on the side. It comes with a warranty information sheet. Now, it appears that Sightmark requires that you register, or gives you the option of registering your product online, so that you can claim a warranty if you should need one. And you can, of course, go to sightmark.com to fill out that registration. It also comes with a set of instructions. Now, this set of instructions doesn't really identify the product that it relates to. It says Sightmark Mini Shot Reflex Sight Instructions, but as you know, or as you may know, there are several different mini shot products sold by Sightmark, including SM14011, which this does appear to match. If you look at the shape of the hood, it doesn't appear to be the same as the one in this particular box. And if you look at the specs, they are indeed different from the specs that you find online. So, you know, I mean, this is something that they ought to address. It could lead to some confusion, because I had to take a second look to see if this in fact was an SM14011 as opposed to, you know, an SM14011, and I've come to the conclusion that these instructions, although applicable to both products, does not have the correct specification for the product that you see here today. So, nonetheless, it comes with instructions. It comes with an extra lithium battery, and I say extra because the product itself has the battery installed, and it comes neatly wrapped in this plastic with a silica pack or a desiccant. And it includes a soft rubber cover. All right. So, finding information about this product and the details in particular, like, you know, dimensions and so forth. You know, the dimensions are posted in the specs, but what's not posted are the dimensions of these mounting holes, and that's critical when you're talking about, you know, using it as a Burris Fastfire clone. It has to mount perfectly to the Burris Fastfire clone sight mount. So, anyways, it comes with a cleaning cloth. It includes this particular gauge to adjust the windage and elevation, and it also comes with a nifty little screwdriver to make the adjustments. Now, this product is pretty solid. It appears to be made of aluminum. Doesn't feel flimsy at all. Comes with I think this is a weaver mount. That's what you call it. And it appears to have two settings. Now, this is a green green reflex sight, so of course that means the dot is green. Let me see if I can angle the sight so that you could see the green dot itself. And you may not. It's very difficult to do it with this phone cam. Anyways, there are two settings. If you move the switch towards the middle, a dot appears. It's supposed to be 3 MOA. I have no way of determining whether that is in fact so. And then if you move the switch all the way to the left, the dot appears to be brighter and thicker. Now, one thing that's really interesting to note is that I've seen reviews on products like this or similar to this, and people have complained about the products that the dot is actually not a dot but a constellation of sorts or something to that nature. And just an observation that if you have eyesight that's less than perfect, you will see a less than a perfect dot. You might even see constellations, and I can tell because my right eye is different from my left. My right eye is my left eye can see far perfectly, and my right eye has been surgically corrected to or undercorrected, I should say, so that I can read. And looking through this particular sight and all the other red dot sights that I have, I can tell you that, and those of you will know that if you have less than perfect eyesight, you will see a different dot in each eye. Not to be alarmed, just to make that observation. So if you buy a red dot and you see constellations, check your eyesight first. Okay, so this has an on and off switch with two different settings. An off a middle setting or a mid setting and then of course a setting all the way to the left, which makes the dot bigger and brighter, or it appears to be bigger and brighter. So that's the product as it comes in the box, and just to show you that it does fit the Burris Fastfire mount, I will demonstrate that here. And you'll also get to see what it looks like underneath of this particular sight, just in case you're interested in seeing something like that. Okay, so the mounting of this particular sight to the Weaver mount below is through these two particular bolts, and this is the mount. As you can see, my next review will be on this lousy camera phone that keeps shutting off of me, and it probably will not be a raving review, as you can expect. Anyways, before we got cut off, I was talking about the Weaver mount. As you can see, the 4 alignment studs on the corners of the mount and the 2 mounting holes there. Right. Now this is the underside of the Reflex sight. There you can see the battery and a couple of wires running to the back end of the mount where the on and off switch is. And it has the 4, of course, alignment pukas, as we say here in Hawaii, or holes. And I see here what looks to be like electrical tape. Not a very reassuring sign of this product's quality or durability, but we shall see. This is the MI, or Midwest Industries SKS mini dot mount, and as you can see, it has the 4 alignment tabs. Now this mount faces this way, and that's the direction that the rifle will be pointing. So this particular mount must mate perfectly in this direction, and it does, as you can see. And the mounting holes are there with the screws, and if I can get these bolts to align properly. And there you go. So, the answer to the question of whether or not this is in fact a perfect Burris Fastfire II clone is yes, it is, or at least it appears to at this point. Okay? Now, one thing I neglected to do at the beginning was to briefly go over the specifications of this particular sight. This Sightmark website basically indicates that this is a single green reticle reflex sight, parallax corrected with unlimited eye relief. It comes, as you can see, a Weaver mount. It is water resistant. Now, water resistant versus waterproof, mind you, are 2 entirely different things. If it was waterproof, then it raises a question as to why you need a desiccant packed with the product. But nonetheless, it is, as you can tell, not waterproof. Once you remove the mount or the sight off of its mount, you can see the internals underneath. So clearly not waterproof. It's supposed to be water resistant. It is shock proof. There's a low battery, low power consumption. It doesn't say how long the battery lasts. Maybe it's somewhere here in the specifications attached to this particular sheet. It comes with a rubber lens cap, some adjustment tools, 2 batteries, and a limited lifetime warranty. Now, this is advertised as a 3 MOA dot. I'm not sure whether, in fact, it really is. I can only hope that it is. The window dimensions in millimeter, 23 by 16. The field of view at 100 meters is 15.7 meters, and the field of view at 100 yards is 51 0.5 feet. Elevation adjustment is 180 MOA. Windage adjustment is 144 MOA. And each click of the adjustment, I think that's the windage or elevation, and then of course the windage is on this side of the mount, or this side of the optics. Dimensions of this particular product is 57.4 millimeters by 25.5, and it weighs 2.7 ounces. Now the website advertises this product at $119.99 or $120. If you are a person like me who likes to chance buying products on eBay, then you can probably pick this site up for somewhere in the $90 range. I lucked out. I was able to pick this up for $86, shipping included. So hope you like this video. I will add more to it once the video has been, or excuse me, the site has been mounted to the rifle. Thanks for watching.